everybody, welcome back to another Fly Guy premiere. Today I'm going to be announcing something very exciting, and that's going to be the STOL, Short Takeoff and Landing Competition. And it's going to be coming to my channel, and what's going to happen is everyone must use the X-Cub at SABA Airport in the Caribbean, for all you Infinite Flight Pro users. And it's basically going to be a challenge to see who can land the shortest distance on the X-Cub. Now, as many of you know, this aircraft is built for short takeoffs and landings. It's famous in many STOL competitions across America and the globe. And I want to see how short you guys can land these planes. So before we get flying, here's how to enter. So first, you have to give my video a like, this specific one. Second, please join my Discord. And third, post a video on your YouTube channel and link it in the Discord. I will then view all these videos to see which one is the shortest distance. There will be one winner picked, and that winner will simply just be the winner. So, without further ado, let me show you how to win this competition, and this is a lot of fun. So, first off, what you have to do is obviously start the engine. 100% IQ. Start the engine. And you can just go into solo mode. I would recommend you do that so that you can simply start off on approach. So let's do that. So flaps are going to be set to 46. On the HUD brakes. Go into the HUD view if you'd like. This isn't the best start, actually. I probably could do it differently. And just kind of glide it in. Yeah, no, this failed. And then once you land, go full up on your elevator. Just stop that airspeed. You know, this failed. So let me just get on a proper starting position. Runway 12 is going to be good. We'll start. And basically what we want to do is on approach. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on approach here, I'm going to use the auto throttle for now. Keep the speed at 60 knots. We'll go flaps up to 16 so we're not absolutely like super slow. We'll go speed up to 70. And just kind of keep it steady in on approach. And turn on your parking brakes. So this will allow you to stop short. It's almost like an auto brake setting in larger aircrafts, like Boeing or Airbus. Now you can trim for your best value. I leave it at neutral. It all depends on personal preference. Sometimes you may want to increase the trim value or decrease it. It's all depending on your preference. And so yes, I am using a new iPad, so I can't guarantee a very smooth flying experience yet. I'm still not used to using such a large screen. And just flying, it doesn't take all that long. I mean, let me just add SABA on my route here. 4 minutes. So it'll take you 4 minutes of your time. So I'll just kind of speed this up here. Short final here. So let's bring our speed back to 60 knots. And we'll extend our flaps to 33 degrees. And on final approach, let me tell you about some rules. First off, you are not allowed to use wind because you're going to be in solo mode. And that means you can change the weather. If you use wind, I'll be able to tell. And that will be cheating. So you will not be entered into the competition if that's the case. So no headwinds, 0 wind, like you see here. Okay, so now it's final approach. Now you really just have to get a little creative with that speed dial there. Bring it back way slow. I mean, look at this, ground speed of 50. Now you gotta look at your airspeed, but you also want to look at how your ground speed is doing. But your airspeed is going to be in the green. I'd recommend using the HUD view for landings like this, because you can actually see in front of you more. Bring it back to 45 knots now. It's a final approach speed. So I'm going to idle the throttle now, and aim towards the center threshold. Yep, that's okay. Ignore that alarm. If you hear that alarm, don't jam the throttle up too much. So it's going to lose it, and you're going to have to go around or retry. And keep in mind, it's just approaching stall. You're not in the stall. And we're like 2 knots away from stall speed here. And you can touch down wherever you want, as long as you stop short. So it doesn't really matter. You can float it. STOL landing. That was like 100 feet, if not even less. Probably way less. So now we retract the flaps, and you can exit the runway if you'd like. And that's pretty much it. So please read the description. I'll write everything you need to know there. And until then, I'll see you guys. You guys have 1 week. Goodbye.